The most dangerous thing that could happen to your brand new cleaning business isn't that it could fail, it's what if it works? What if you start landing the clients, the money starts rolling in, and it feels like you're winning, but there's a catch. And that is the more that you grow, the more the whole thing needs you. It's like the business version of quicksand. Every new client pulls you in a little deeper until you're stuck running a job that you can't climb out of. Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to make sure this new business you're about to build is going to be the one you actually wanna own, not the one that owned you the day it finally starts working. Here's the question almost nobody stops to ask. When people look at starting any business, they ask the same thing. Can I make this thing work? Will it make money? But that's the wrong question, because plenty of businesses work, plenty of them make money, and they still swallow your life up whole. So the real question isn't, will it work? It's, if it works, will I actually want to own it? What does my life look like on the other side of this thing succeeding? Because success in the wrong business doesn't set you free, it locks the door behind you. If you're new to me, my name is Mike Mack, and I have built and sold 2 cleaning companies. I am now building my 3rd from scratch right now. And for the last 6 years, my team and I have helped hundreds of working professionals build their own high-ticket cleaning businesses completely on the side. And I'm telling you this as a guy who has succeeded at the wrong thing. And I paid dearly. So let me tell you how I learned it, because this is not one of those things I learned from picking up a book. A while back, I had jumped into a business mostly because of how cheap it was to start. It was digital marketing. And I remember thinking, perfect, low risk. But here's what I missed. See, I thought that business cost almost nothing to start, but I was wrong. I was the startup capital. See, even though it didn't need much of my money, it needed all of me. My nights, my weekends, every bit of my attention that I had, I poured it in for free. And I'll be honest with you, that stretch wore me down in a way that I didn't see coming. I'd literally lie in bed at night and my mind going a million miles an hour, knowing deep down I was pouring everything I had into something that was never going to set me free. In those days, I'd wake up almost daily already tired, with this low, sick feeling that I was burning the best years of my life on the wrong thing. And here's the part that actually matters. It worked. I made money. That is the exact reason I stayed stuck in it. I didn't fail at that business, I succeeded. And you know what that first place prize for me was? It was a job I couldn't stand or walk away from. I want you to think about that, because if I had just flopped with this business, then I would have just moved on in a month or 2. But it's because it worked, it held me hostage for years. And here's why I'm telling you this on a channel about cleaning. Because the exact same thing can happen with a cleaning business. And I know this because I lived that one too. In my early cleaning career, I built the wrong version of it. I was the one running everything, small accounts. I was covering every shift when somebody flaked on me. I was holding the whole thing together. And you know what? It worked. It paid me. And from the outside, it looked like I had a real business, but it had me by the throat. And I couldn't step away for a single weekend without the whole thing wobbling on me. See, at that time, I didn't own a business. I owned a job with my name on it. And the only reason I stayed stuck as long as I did was because I made enough money to keep convincing myself that this is fine, I'm just paying my dues. So when you're sitting there looking real hard at starting your cleaning business, stop asking whether it'll work. The wrong version of this business will work all the time. That's the whole danger. So instead, start asking yourself a better question. And that is, when this thing succeeds, what am I actually going to be holding? Is it going to be a business that runs whether I'm there or not? Or is it going to be a job that needs me every single day for the rest of my life? And let me be clear with you, very clear, because there is a version of this business that when it works is actually going to give you the freedom you're looking for. And that's when you build it on a handful of premium office contracts with other people going there nightly to do the cleaning on your behalf. When you do it that way, that money is going to show up whether you're there or you're not. That's a success you can actually live with. It's going to hand you your time instead of taking it. See, the same industry, the same effort to get it going, but it's a completely different thing once it does. So do yourself a big favor and don't pick the cleaning business that's easier to get working. Pick the one you'd actually want to own after it does start working. Because the goal was never about just building something that brings in some cash. Plenty of miserable jobs make money. My biggest business breakthrough was figuring out that you need to build something that you wake up proud to own. A business where you're providing an excellent service to an excellent client and you're creating great part-time jobs for excellent people locally. If you want help building that version, a high-ticket cleaning business with recurring revenue, great margins, and systems that make this business run virtually without you, then click the first link in the description. Have a call with my team. See how we can help make this a reality for you. If this is all really exciting, but you are really new to this idea, watch this video right here. It's going to be a great resource for filling in those gaps that may be in the brain at the moment. Editor, hit that sound. I'll see you over there.